So we're hanging out with a couple of my dog mates and just chilling out. And the friends, we've got Bot and Germ that are going to feature if they run around, if you hear them. So basically today we're talking about difficult workouts. Now, what I mean by a difficult workout is a workout that you're trying to follow. So you might go on YouTube, on Google, or you might get a program somewhere and you see all these difficult techniques. So, like Roman deadlift or like a single leg squat, barbell squat and stuff like that. Like, to begin with, as a beginner, it could be quite daunting because you see the movement and it's too technical and too advanced for your skill level. So how do you overcome these difficult workouts? Also, part 2 of this live will be how to overcome the soreness and how to prevent, or things you can do to assist a difficult workout to make it easier for you if you want to maintain that level of intensity, or how to overcome these challenges. When I was during my transformation, my biggest challenge was I was watching these YouTube guys and I was trying to do what they were doing, but I couldn't obviously do it. So my body was sore. I wasn't at that fitness level. I wasn't at that training level. I couldn't keep up with that intensity. And instead of just changing it up or giving you these solutions that I'm about to give you now, I basically just gave up and I tried to find another program that was closer to my fitness level, or that I could complete. So first of all, it's when you look at a program and it looks difficult, and you can see sometimes you might not have the equipment in the gym, or you might not have the actual necessary machine to do that program. For example, there's plenty of squat machines out there in multiple gyms that I've been to, and there's different ones for front squats, single leg squats, and there's actual different ones for normal squats, right? So there's a variety of squat machines, and if there's a particular exercise that focuses on specific to one machine and you don't have it, it could be difficult to find an alternative, or to cross that, get through that roadblock. So if you're also not sure about the movement, so difficult workouts is not sure about the movement, not sure about the technique, not sure about the alternative, all that is a bit of a challenge. So how do you overcome that? First of all, you need to, the biggest thing that I can say now is ask for professional advice. Not because I'm a professional, because there's professionals out there. Ask for professional advice because they do this day in, day out. So they work with multiple exercises, through multiple gyms and different clients all day. So most likely they're going to be able to give you the best advice in the shortest amount of time. Now, what I mean by that is, because I've got over 300 exercises in my app, for me, it's as simple as a case of which muscle are you trying to target. Here's all the alternatives that you can do to that movement. So for me, it's a simple 5 to 10 second search, as opposed to sitting there for you Googling it for an hour and making sure it's going to actually target that muscle. It's still going to achieve what you want it to achieve. So that's the first thing the first piece of advice I could recommend to smash that roadblock out of the way. The second bit of advice is that if your workout's too sore, or if you're feeling like it's too intense, just change the pace. I mean, it's not going to be detrimental to the workout. You're still going to get the goals that you want. So if the program says give it a 60-second break, and 60 seconds isn't not enough time for you, why don't you just try give it 90 seconds? Like 90 seconds is still going to give you, fat loss or muscle gains if you're still looking for that, right? So give yourself that extra 30 seconds per each set, and just change the pace of the entire workout. Break it up into, a major muscle and a micro muscle, as opposed to hitting 4 or 5 major muscles at the same time. So yeah, that's probably the best advice I can give anyone, really. Just pace yourself and just slowly progress up. So if you can't go from 0 to hero overnight, give yourself 10% increments. So, shave off if you're doing 90-second intervals. Maybe next week do an 80-second interval, and then the week after progressively improve, and that way you're safe, and you're overcoming the difficulty of the workout. Also, grab yourself a training partner. Like that could be a solution for you. Ask somebody around the gym and say, hey, do you mind spotting me on this on this movement? A, for your own safety, and B, to help you. I mean, that's what people are around. That's why there's communities out there, and there's gyms out there, and there's heaps of people out there that will that if you just put your hand up, will help you out. Come down to Casula, Snap Fitness, shout out, and you guys can, I'll help you out, I'll spot you. That's not a problem there. And that's really it, just guys. It's it's trying to be safe, and you get a bonus friendship, and you can socialize. You might be able to ask the guy or the girl that's spotting you and say, hey, listen, this exercise is really difficult. What do you usually do with these sort of exercises? And they might lead you and say, okay, you could replace this with a dumbbell workout. You could replace it with this body weight movement, or this TRX, whatever it may be. So also, if your workout is super difficult and you're finding it hard to focus, I usually use music. For those of you who have seen me train or know about how I train. I don't talk to anyone while I'm training. Like I'm antisocial when I'm training. It's just the way, because I'm so focused in the music, and it basically clears my thoughts out, and it enables me to focus straight music and push that weight. If weight's the biggest issue for me and find that difficult, I'm not really afraid or shy to bring that weight down. My safety and my form is more important than my ego. So I don't train with an ego. I train with actual results. So I want to make sure my safety and my joints and my muscles are actually are utilized properly and effectively, as opposed to just training with an ego. So lastly, I just want to talk about, if the workout's still difficult, design a simple workout. Like it doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to be in the gym for 4 hours a day to get you the results. Like I'm in the gym 45 minutes maximum a day. That's without cardio. So my workout is stretched at 45 minutes and I've still gotten the results that I wanted. If you are training 4 hours a day and you want to be a bodybuilder, Mr. Olympia, then that's all good. But again, if the workout's too difficult, don't make it harder than what it should be. So if you guys need any advice, feel free to reach out. And so I'm going to keep this one nice and short because it's a cracker day. It's a bit cold where I'm at now. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Stick to the plan. There is a new style of stuff coming out on Instagram as well. I also mentioned IGTV, so I'm going to slowly drip feed that to you guys and just give you some more value back to the community. Guys, like I said on Wednesday, feel free to jump in on. Feel free to come down to Casula Snap Fitness. I'll be a full-time resident there. So I hope to see you guys around, and hopefully we can exchange some ideas, thoughts, and maybe some shout outs on the social media feed. Have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Stick to the plan. For the clients to update their progress on Sunday throughout the app. And I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for us then. See ya.